I want to apologize to all of you publicly because I broke up with my husband publicly in a very immature way over an Instagram message. And oh, this construction. If you guys see me cutting out this video, this is because they're doing some obnoxious construction next door, like literally right next door. And I know Nick has apologized too, and a lot of you think that I haven't apologized. And yeah, it may have seemed like I haven't apologized in this video, so I want to make it clear in this video that I am very sorry. First and foremost, I want to apologize to all of you for dragging you into our public breakup. I want you to know that I am very sorry. Secondly, this is my public apology to Nick, because he already knows how I feel, but I want it to be on record. I'm sorry for my hurtful words. I'm sorry for thinking of myself only. I'm sorry for getting Mr. Noodle and Miss Kitty involved in our breakup. I know how much Nick loves Mr. Noodle and Miss Kitty, and I'm sorry for getting them involved. I'm sorry for not thinking about the things I say before I say them. I'm sorry for the way I handled this whole situation. I'm sorry for taking things out of context. I'm sorry for breaking up with Nick via Instagram. Even though we were forcibly separated by Colombian laws, I still should have waited for him to get home to tell him how I felt. I want you guys to know from my perspective why some things happened. As you probably know by now, I have an autoimmune disease, and I had to take some very strong medications, including corticosteroids and immunosuppressant drugs, which alter my mental stability and I kind of go a little crazy. And that altered the way I thought, the way I spoke. I was in remission before all of this, and then I just got sick really suddenly, very drastically, and I had to take a lot of very bad medications that really cloud my judgment. And that's also part of why I said a lot of things, because I wasn't in my right state of mind. I was actually being mentally affected by all the medicines I was taking. The deportation really made it a lot more difficult too. It made everything just made everything worse. It was unexpected, it was bad, it was a lot of stress. I had to deal with a lot of lawyers, immigration officers, and it was just like the straw that broke the camel's back. And the construction, because we were both on opposite sides of the world, and having to go through all these emotions when you're so far away from each other is really difficult, and it's very straining on a relationship. Our relationship status altered many times. We went through many months of back and forth of arguing and reconciliating and arguing more and having more arguments. It took a long time, and had we kept you guys updated, it would have just driven all of you mad, and it would have affected Nick's YouTube channel. And that's why you probably felt like we didn't update you enough. It's because our situation was uncertain. Just a little disclaimer, a lot of you are commenting under my videos and Nick's videos saying that I am with Nick for money and I'm with Nick for fame and I want to be a big YouTuber. And I just want to let you guys know that that's not true. When I first met Nick, he was on food stamps and he was basically homeless. I took him into my house, well, my family's house, my mother's house, and I supported him for 3 years off camera. And never did I think he was going to be a big YouTuber, and he didn't think he was going to be a big YouTuber. I just saw him as somebody that needed help, and I wanted to help him. And I want you to know that I don't ask him for money, and he doesn't give me an allowance, and I'm a pretty simple guy, and I don't need expensive things and expensive clothing. I like a simple life. Colombia is a pretty affordable place, and I'm able to sustain myself just fine. I don't need Nick's money. I'm perfectly capable of sustaining myself. It's pretty affordable here. Yeah, I have some family, but they're really far away, and Colombia is a very big country. And I had to go to hospitals. I mean, I was like basically bottled up in a hospital, and I was, you know, getting lonely, and I was spiraling downhill mentally. I was kind of paranoid, and it was just very hard, and I was alone in my house. Again, this is not an excuse for how I treated him, but I'm just trying to explain from my perspective. For those of you wondering about my health, I'm actually doing a lot better. I'm in remission right now. I'm following a healthy diet, mostly raw diet. Yeah, I have some cheat days, but I'm overall eating pretty healthy, and I'm feeling so much better. I'm really sorry if I'm rambling right now, and I really don't want to give excuses. I just want you to know that I'm sorry for everything I did, for the way I treated Nick, for the way I made all of you feel, for getting you involved in my breakup. I am just sorry. I'm sorry from the deepest part of my heart. I am sorry. Sorry if you can't forgive me, and honestly, I understand why you might not forgive me. But I really want you to know that we are two individuals. We're two different people. I have certain beliefs and he has certain beliefs, and I want you to know that since we're separate people, what we say should not influence how you feel about us as individuals. The things I say should not affect how you feel about him. And please don't boycott his videos because of how you feel towards me. He really cares about all of his viewers, and I really wish all of you could see him off camera. He goes above and beyond to make all of you happy. He likes to respond to messages, and he likes to talk to you guys and interact with you, and he just really cares. And I really hope that the way you feel about me doesn't affect how you feel about him, because he actually really cares about every single one of you. He likes to make all of you have a smile on your face, because that's just the type of person he is. I just hope you can all see that.